Do you owe Beck $6,000? No. So I guess we can talk about the inheritance. I did talk about this in my members only, but obviously not everyone saw that. So in my members only, I talked about how Beck is saying that I took the inheritance. Me and Beck had a joint account. Okay, so this is where a screenshot comes in. So I'm glad we're talking about this. Let me get to it. I have done some picture taken. Wow. Okay, so me and Beck had a joint account, and it was originally her bank account. Their bank account. I'm sorry, I'm getting really flustered. My apologies. So it was originally their bank account. And when we got together, I ended up going on their bank account together. So we were joint bank accounts. So any money that either of us both received went into one full-fledged, one area. In a recent, I don't know if it was video, live stream, I forget what it was. Beck said how they didn't even have the means to look at the bank to see how much money was in there, that they had to use my debit card, that I had my own private thing. Those are not true statements. I have a screenshot. I was not able to get into the bank ever. I have so many screenshots of wondering, how much did I get paid? I would text Becky and literally ask that. I'd be like, how much did I get paid, et cetera, et cetera. And Beck would literally send me screenshots of our bank. So I have everything crossed off that's like personal information, but this is just proof that that was a lie from Beck, an absolute lie. I said, how much money is in the bank? And here's a screenshot that says, hi, Rebecca, like, et cetera, showing how much money we had in the bank, because I was not able to get into it. I was never able to see how much went in there, how much I got paid, unless I looked on my AdSense, which is part of YouTube, and that's how you get paid. I was never able to see any of that. And we had our own separate debit cards that were in the joint account together. Any money that Beck received would go into the same spot that my money went to, because again, it was joint. I didn't have private anything. Again, this is probably one of the biggest lies. It has left my jaw on the floor. All right, I don't want to accidentally show any of my other pictures. That'd be hectic. So here we have it, where I say how much money is in the bank. So here it says, hi, Rebecca, because this is their account, literally their account right here, which we shared, but I could not get into it. So I have so many screenshots of Beck sending me screenshots of the bank because I couldn't see it. So it's like, let me cross this off of my things that I've talked about, because in my notes, I don't want to get confused. It's things like that like has left my jaw on the floor. Like literally, hold on, let me just take a break. Where did I have this even on here? I can't find it. Oh wait, okay, I talked about this. So I'm gonna cross this off. I just don't want to like repeat anything. I can't find it. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And I also put in my notes with that is like, my mom stayed with us for like 2 months when I had cancer, and my mom saw our dynamic. And Beck, because I've talked to my mom about this, obviously, because my mom's like just as shocked as I am. My mom saw Beck had their own debit card, literally their own debit card. Like, I don't understand like this crazy weird lie. Like, we can say that like I was abusive and controlling, because I was very controlling of their time, and I'm very, very so sorry for that. But never once have I ever been financially abusive. We have been equally so bad with money. That's why I have nothing to literally show for anything, because we would spend so much money, the both of us, constant. Like, they were allowed to buy what they want when they wanted. Like, I literally bought them a car. Like, I bought them a car. I'm that type of person where, you guys have even seen it. You guys have seen it. You guys have called me out on my shit. I buy love. And I have gotten so much better with that, especially because like the last like 6 years of my life, 7 years of my life, 8 years actually, what am I saying? Like the last like 8 years of my life, like I have bought people with money. I have bought love, I have bought friendships, I have bought laughter, I have bought time with people because of money. And that's how it's always been. I have never been a greedy person when it comes to money. It's almost like I got a kick out of giving people money and like going on shopping sprees and like doing all these sorts of things. So it's like, what? I don't know. Speechless. Okay. I'm like so behind. When I got with Beck, they had a car, but they wanted something better. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. You're crossing out important part of the conversation, so it favors you? No, I'm crossing out like private stuff. I mean, I guess can I revert this? Hold on. You guys are gonna laugh. Wait, hold on. Wait, which one is this? Hold on. I swear I'm like a boomer when it comes to this stuff over here. Okay. So here, well, see, I can't show you because then that shows like bank information, private bank information. Someone said we haven't learned a damn thing. You have. that Beck has lied. And I know a lot of people like, I can't show the bank information, but literally what I crossed out is me talking about, is your food cold or gross, or did you just order it? And then I was like, the wax melt thing in the living room is broken and spilling onto the bulb. Did you know that? Here. Ooh. So that's that. I'm sure someone can like screenshot it. So nothing special there. And then the other one that I had crossed out, like this one's embarrassing. But if we want to be truthful here, I feel so embarrassed. Okay. Wait, I'll just zoom in. Okay. I'll just read it. I just want you to know that I was in love with you and I was heartbroken. And I even am now. I wrote this to Beck, by the way. I even am now as I'm realizing I'm losing someone I thought was family. I truly think you are one of the best people I've ever known, and I would be grateful for you till the day I die. You were there for me during the most hardest times of my life. I will continue to be sorry for everything hard I put you through. I will forever miss you, Becky. Truly. So that's awkward. So that's what I had crossed off on that one. All right, so back to my notes. Okay. So Beck says that they never met Feline or Libby, but that's not true. There's video proof of both of those things. Beck says that they wiped me. Okay, so story time on that. Beck started wiping me after my hysterectomy, and it continued on after that. This part is embarrassing, and this part I'm going to be accountable. Here we go. Accountable Lynn coming in at you. So my hysterectomy. Okay, so wiping. Okay, I'm so embarrassed. Holy fuck. Wiping for me has always been extremely hard as a bigger girl, obviously. If you were bigger, my size, it's hard. When I was about to get my hysterectomy, that was a big thing for me that I was like, how am I going to be able to wipe myself? Because it's hard already. I'm not going to be able to. So this is something that I was like, at the time, I was like, Becky, like, are you going to be able to do this for me? Like, I'm really embarrassed about it. And they were like, of course, like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. So when I was healing, I physically could not do it. Like, physically could not do it. And so Beck did it for me. And so did my mom. Me and my mom would laugh about it though, because it was just like, okay, you did this for me as a baby and now you're doing it for me as an adult. So it was an embarrassing type deal. But so me not being able to wipe for, it was like honestly a few weeks, and already something that was already so hard for me, I kind of lost the ability to do it. I was literally shook. Because I remember when I was noticing like my healing was getting better, like everything was going great. Like I was able to do all sorts of things again and all this stuff. And like the healing was just going perfect. And I was like, holy fuck, wait a minute. I like have lost the ability to like do this. And obviously after time I was able to figure that out again, thankfully. But I would say Beck wiped me for, I would say a good 9 months. And it's really embarrassing. And I know a lot of people are going to forever make this a meme, and that's okay. I also did very embarrassing things for Beck. Like that's what you do when you're in a 5-year relationship. Like that is what you are going to do. Period. You are going to help the person that you love, and you're going to be there for them. You're going to be there for them if you love them. And I'm truly embarrassed about it, because moral of the story is it's my fault because of my size. Because if it wasn't for my size, like that would have never have had to happen. And I'm sorry that I would ever put anyone in that sort of situation to have to do that. And I'm forever grateful that like they were there for me during like that fucking scary time. I'm not gonna lie. But then this goes down to people asking like, did Feline do that? No, because like I said, Beck did it for the like, because eventually I was able to do it again. And I want to make it very, very clear that that is the only thing they helped me with. Like back in 2019, they got me a bucket with some water twice to like help wash myself, because that was during a hard time as well. But never ever once did I have them bathe me, shower me. That never happened. And if it did, I would tell you, because I just told you the most embarrassing thing. Like if someone had like a gun to my head and said, what is your biggest secret ever? It would have been that. I had a partner who wiped me for 9 months. That is embarrassing. And I see a lot of people making fun of me. I knew that was going to happen. And I guess that's fine. Okay. Okay. So another thing. Beck said how I always went through their phone and how I would never let them go through mine. Half of that is true. Half of that is not true. So something I was really bad with due to like trust issues, but it doesn't even matter otherwise. We're not going to even just erase that I just said that. I would go through Beck's phone. Yes. And I also did it to past partners as well. Not a good look. Very not a good look. I was always, I'm not even gonna say why. It doesn't matter why. I did it and I'm sorry. That's controlling. That's wrong. It's wrong. Point blank period. I should not have ever done that. Like there's no reason. But the part about Beck saying they were never allowed to go through my phone, they were never allowed to read my journals is a lie. I have proof. A very old journal. And if you guys know, if you watch my vlogs, you guys know I've showed this like a million times before. So this journal is from June 18th, 2021 to December 9th, 2021. And I have showed this in multiple vlogs. So this isn't like a fake story time, nothing like that. I saved the spot and everything. On July 24th of 2021, I wrote this. I think I'm done reading this journal to Becky. This shit has gotten kind of deep and I want to go even deeper. There are some things I don't want Becky knowing, mainly because I'm embarrassed. I want to be able to write in this journal as if it's absolutely no one is going to read it. This is the best way to write. I haven't told Becky she will no longer be reading this journal, but I should probably tell her soon. I just kind of feel bad about it, even though I shouldn't. So obviously I don't want to show you guys what else it says in here. So I took a screenshot of the thing, of the actual page, but I took out everything else. So again, July 24th, 2021. And this is when I started meeting Feline. So I was like writing things about Feline and I was like, this is awkward. Why would I let Becky read this? So here's the actual page. Like a lot of people like are like, Amberlynn, if you're gonna come on here, we need some sort of proof. So I'm trying to give you, like, obviously I can't show proof of everything under the sun. Like that's not possible. But the things that I can give proof, like I'm trying my very hardest. Stop those behaviors. I'm trying to think of what other behaviors, like talking down to my partner. I think also like that genuinely comes with like maturity. I also was not in like a happy spot back then. And it's like, I think genuinely like working on myself and my mental health and like learning how to respect people more and just like, the whole world does not revolve around Amberlynn Reid, you know, like genuinely like processing all of that. And even since just being with Beck, like those behaviors that I recently have like listed off and named, like I've already improved like just naturally. And I think being with Feline like genuinely helped with that. Like I'm not going to lie about it. So being with her like greatly helps. And it sucks that like I had to be with like a certain type of person to be able to like help. And like, it sucks that like I needed a certain type of diagnosis to understand myself. Like I hate all these like little I's that had to be, you know, dotted and T's that had to be crossed before I could just fucking change. And obviously you can't change overnight. And even like a tiny little half of a baby step a day is still every day, a step closer to improvement, you know? So why did you make Beck drive you around when they were in renal failure and over medicated? So I was with Beck for almost 5 years. Beck was over medicated for 3 months. That is it. So they started the medication towards like the middle/end of October 2019. And then they stopped taking it because finally in December, like I was putting my foot down. I actually have, it's on my other phone. I have a screenshot of me telling Beck, because we had the same psychiatrist. And I was like crying. I was like, I love you so much. I miss you. Like something's wrong and we all care about you. Like, and I had an appointment with our psychiatrist. Like it was an appointment for me. And I was like, I'm going to give you that slot because I need you to like, you need to be seen. Like we were all worried about you, like collectively as like a unit. Like it was me, Eric, Ricky, their family, et cetera, et cetera. Like we were so worried. So thankfully, it was only 3 months out of 5 years that Beck was medicated. You can go back, you can look at the videos. It was hard and it was scary. I should have never, ever asked Beck to do anything while they were like that. And I'm sorry for that. I take full responsibility. I should have never asked for anything, ever. The renal failure was very, very thankfully short-lived because they were on metformin, which is a diabetic medicine. And as soon as like they started taking it, and I think it was like 2 weeks in, they had to get blood work again. And that's when they saw it. And so like immediately they were like, you can't take this anymore. So it was very quick, thankfully, because that was also very, very worrisome. And in those like sections of time, I should have never, ever asked for anything. And I can say that hands down that I'm sorry and I take a full accountability for that. Should have never done that. I said in my members live stream that Beck and I were friends for a year after we broke up and that Beck did not want me telling anyone, obviously, because of backlash. And so then Salty Crab literally said that in their video and Beck was reacting and Beck was like, that never happened. We were not friends at all. I never said that. Never said that. So I have a screenshot of that being true. So I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna show it. So it was April 17th, 2022, which is almost a year after we broke up. I sent Beck, I'm literally getting harassed because people think I lied about us still being friends. Why can't I just tell them I wasn't lying? This sucks so bad. And Beck said, it's best that they don't know. As sad as it is, that would kill my channel. I do not want them knowing because they'll just make it an even bigger, more messy thing. I'm going to address that I saw you and have the rings, but we don't hang out, dude. That's just how it has to be. That's what they have to know because YouTube is my only income and I'm only getting $200. And at the time, Beck was saying that they had a job, even though they didn't. And I said, but what about the backlash I'm getting for lying, even though I'm not lying? And Beck said, if this comes out, it would be even less. Talking about money. And I'm like, I'm literally choosing you over myself. And that was that. So I stayed with the lie. It's not irrelevant when Beck literally said last night that it's not true. What is happening? I feel like I thought I was gonna be crying more than laughing. Ugh. And then this is where they said that they lost their job, and YouTube didn't know about it. You guys thought that they still was working. Sorry, I am a boomer. Look at all those tabs I have. So I literally just read it to you, so it's like common sense of what it says. But it's like people, it's funny because like I'm literally like, okay, so something that Beck said straight up was a lie. What Beck said last night was a lie. And like I'm also showing that like Beck has urged me to lie repeatedly to my audience, and I would do it to protect them. Here's what it is. I don't know. Yes, I was on FaceTime. I told you guys I have friends, silly. Beck already admitted that though. No. Watch their live stream from last night. They literally said, I wasn't friends with them. I wasn't friends with Amberlynn. That's not true. I never said that. That's what they said. I'll just share it. Okay. Ooh. A lot of people like were like, you guys never even had sex. I don't know who said that, but me and Beck definitely had sex, like in the beginning especially. And then once I started having my cancer symptoms, the sex obviously stopped. But then it was 2 months before they broke up with me. We did the deed. So that's what couples do, folks. It's because a lot of people are like, you guys didn't even have like sex. They were just your caregiver. Like that's not how it was at all. No one asked. A lot of people actually talk about it. You wouldn't even believe. You probably forced her to. God, no. Noella, this reminds me also. Thank you. You guys keep sparking stuff in my brain. So I guess Beck said how they were never actually in love with me and they never actually loved me. I did not watch the Casey live stream. I physically can't. I don't want anything to do with Casey at all in any sort of fucking no. So I guess in that live stream, because trust me, people have been contacting me. So when I'm the type of person that I will not have sex with someone unless we're in a relationship. I will not have sex with you unless I love you, or I feel that feeling of falling in love with you. Like I can't find you like super, like I can look at someone and be like, damn, they're attractive, damn. But I like literally can't look at someone and be like, oh, I want to have sex with you unless I literally love you or unless I'm in a relationship with you. I can do phone sex here and there, you know, stupid things like that. But like physical intimacy, not gonna happen. So it was April. So Beck first messaged me February 21st. And it was April. It was the second time I've ever met Beck in person. Dalton was a phone sex. I just explained that. And I was so drunk. I think I had like 8 buzzballs. So anyways, so yeah, it was April 10th or 9th or something like that. So it was the second time I ever met Beck in person, and they were staying the night with me, and we were making out on my bed, and they were trying to go further than that. And I literally told them right then and there, I had to be like nice about it. I was like, I can't do this unless like I'm actually in a relationship with someone. That's just like how it's always been for me. Like when it comes to physical in-person intimacy, I don't know what it is. That's just how it's always been. Obviously not when I was in high school. Like when I was in high school, that was different. So anyways, it was not an hour later. That was when Beck asked me to be their girlfriend. And it's like, I look back now and I'm like, I don't understand the situation. How did I force them to ask? I literally just said like, I don't feel comfortable being intimate to that like degree unless like I'm in a like Beck could have said, yeah, I understand. And we could have just like moved on. I don't know. It's just like weird. The choker cheese isn't real, obviously. And someone said she really thinks we're that stupid, huh? This is literally actually a conversation that we've done in like either a vlog or like a live stream or something. So did you tell Beck they were your employee? I've never said that unless it was during our live stream era, because Beck was obviously getting some of that money, but I've never like during a vlog been like, oh, you're my employee. That never happened. Did you force Beck into a relationship? Absolutely not. You can't force someone into a relationship. Maybe you forgot. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You didn't say what happened to the 6K. All you said was you shared a bank account. The 6K just went into the bank account. I don't know. It went into the bank account. There was nothing was ever like done with it. It was just like collected within all the other money. But I remember Beck recently saying like they wanted to do things for their mother with that money, and I don't understand. Like they got tattoos, went to the cabin, and we would buy cute little gifts to put next to the headstone and like things like that. Like It didn't come out to 6K, no, but like they were free to do whatever they wanted. That's the part that's like just really confusing to me. I thought you paid for the cabin. Yeah, it came out of the little bank account that we had. Like all of that money is together, like in one. Like we shared all of the money. What was mine was theirs. That was the way that I always viewed it. Yes, Beck had their own card. We both had our own separate card. Theirs with their name. I just thought of something. Sorry, I just had a full. Sorry, I just thought of something. Raven! That's what I was just thinking! Because Feline was like, baby, like, we're in a relationship together. Like, you can't keep paying for your ex's stuff. Like, this was months after me and Beck finally broke up. And so, obviously, I had to take the debit card. I don't think I ever threw it away. And it literally says Beck's name right on it because we had our own separate. That's why I literally just glitched. Someone said you're not Raven Simone. No, no, it's because I was like, wait a minute. No, I didn't steal their card. After we broke up months and months down the line, we're like, we need our own banks. Like, what is happening here? So instead of me getting a new one, Beck just did. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Because I still paid for the car, I paid for the insurance, I paid for the car payment, gas, I'm not gonna say that, food, etc., months after we broke up. And Feline was like, this is just getting weird. I don't have the account anymore, no. I think it was maybe 2 years later, I got a completely different bank, a whole completely different bank. Explain Damon White. Yeah, I can do that. I explained it actually in my last members live stream. So this was back when I was with Destiny. It was like when I first started learning all about like the hate forums and stuff. I thought it was like the craziest concept of my life. And I heard about the ones on Facebook. And obviously, like, I'm not going to go into an Amberlynn Reid hate group as Amberlynn Reid with my real Facebook. And I had a friend at the time who has publicly stated that this is a true story, by the way, back then. So they had a fake Facebook. And I asked them, I was like, can I use your fake book? Wait, that's good. I was like, can I use your fake Facebook? And they were like, sure. So they sent me all of like the login information, et cetera, et cetera. So I would go into the, this is so embarrassing. I would go into the Facebook and I would literally like low-key stick up for myself, like using the Damon White. And like my friend like publicly was like, yeah, that's actually true. All of that is very true. So yeah. When are you going on LOL Cow? Huh? What is that? Are you talking about the Keemstar stuff? Oh my God, I don't know any solutions. It sounds like financial abuse. Because months after me and my partner broke up, I was like, we probably shouldn't share money anymore. We weren't together. What? I'm literally confused. What friend was this? Her name was Danielle. See, that's the part that's not true. I didn't just give Beck $100. That's literally the point that I'm trying to make. It was September, like towards the end of September, I was like, because we broke up June. Yeah, it was in June. It was the end of September where I was like, we need different bank accounts. Like, I can't have you like keep using my money. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I think I have a screenshot of that. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh God. Right here. It was the end of September. I finally was like, please switch car payments and car insurance so you can start paying for it effective immediately. Same goes for the phone bill and whatever other bills. So that was the end of September. And then right here in September, I was like, you need to have your own bank account. Don't just switch bank accounts, like have your own separate. I was like, just open a new one. I'm going to keep this one. And she like, they got like, super mad at me and they were like, then go to the fucking bank with me. I was like, and then, oh, I can't show that part because that's personal to them. I can't show this part. Hold on, let me just block it out. Because they would get pissed if I showed that. And like I said, I'm not here to bash back. I'm not here to say all of the fucking tea. Hold on, let me just take this part off. Money, right there. I'm just blocking off one word in red. Yeah, I was like, you need to open your own bank account. Just open a new one. I'm going to keep this one. I need you to start using your own money for blank. I can't say. Plus, when I pay you on the 22nd, I don't want you using this bank account anymore. Like, we weren't together for months. Right here. Like, we weren't together for months. And you know what's really sad about that is I genuinely probably would have still been paying for a while. It's just Feline was like, this makes me feel weird. And I was like, oh, okay. I was able to finally get into it, but for years I was not able to. Like, I have screenshots of all the screenshots of that. I already showed one. Oh, okay. Do you understand that you financially abused Beck even if you didn't mean to? Can you grasp your actions negatively affected them to this day? Okay, so the second part, I'm gonna answer that first. Can you grasp that your actions negatively affected them to this day? Absolutely. And I'm so very sorry for that, because I would hate to be the reason why someone is still in pain or still affected or still feel any negativity to themselves or about the world or about me, like whatever it may be. Like, I don't want anyone to ever feel bad. Do you understand that you financially abused Beck even if you didn't mean to? No. And I say that honestly because they had free range of every single penny that I made, obviously besides the stuff for taxes, of course, and money for bills, etc., etc. Like, I can't understand that. I can't. And I think I've tried, but I can't, because like, I know what happened. Like, I understand other people's point of view, and it's like, as an outsider, it's like, oh, whoa, because it's like a lot of people believe what Beck is saying. But like, as someone who literally lived the experience, I'm like, whoa, I am genuinely confused. Like, there was no financial abuse. There was none at all. They wanted something, they got it. They needed something, they got it. I'm telling you, we would go on shopping sprees where I would be like, what are we doing with ourselves? Like, we spend so much money. So I would constantly try to, like, both of us like have a budget where I was like, okay, so we're both. Hello? Wait, press 1 if I'm back. I think I might have figured it out. Do you regret blaming Beck for your cancer? Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I worded that so weird, like, back in the day. 100%. I shouldn't have done that. Beck said they picked lint off of you all the time. You said it was only a few times. Explain. Okay, so never did they pick lint off of me. It was a massage. And no, it was literally like once every 6 months, because they genuinely did not like doing it. And something else to add to that is it was never 45 minutes. It was usually like 20, and they always had their headphones in and they got to listen to music and they were just doing their own thing. And they genuinely seemed like it was just a loving partner thing to do. Like, I personally don't understand. Like, I'm coming to the terms that Beck did not like me, our whole relationship. Like, that's what it boils down to at this point, because I think back of the relationships I've had since, and it's like, we did loving things in our relationship because that's what you do. I didn't know it was a bad thing to spend time with your partner, to give them massages. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because I would do the same thing for them. Yes, it wasn't like, because they would do like my back and shoulders, but for them, they like their hands and arms. And I would do the same thing for them with my fingers like this for like 20, 30 minutes at a time, because they loved it. That's what you do when you're in a relationship. Like, I don't understand. I believe you did have cancer, but what did Beck do for you to blame her for your diagnosis? Remember accountability. Well, I'm a dumbass bitch, and I said how I didn't blame Beck for that, but I did at the time blame Beck for not taking me to an appointment sooner. And for that, that's fucked up. That ain't right. They would have, if I would have asked sooner, quicker, faster, this or that, they would have taken me. So at the time, blaming her years ago, stupid behavior on my end. Stupid behavior on my end. I already talked about the condition to drive. Beck was medicated for 3 months out of the 5 years we were together. You can go back and even look at the vlogs. And during those 3 months, which I already talked about in this live stream, I should have never asked them to drive ever.